Students, welcome to the electronics class. This is your 11th class on Unit C. 11th class on Unit 3. In this, you are going to study the C programming. Correct? So, in the previous class, what you studied? In the previous class, you studied about some programs, how the programs are executed. Okay? Today's class we are going to learn some expressions and tomorrow we will continue the programs using these expressions and some previous class programs also. Okay, today let us begin the session with the definition of the expression. What do you mean by expression? Actually, this is not a new word for you. Okay, correct? You have learned or you have listened this expression many times. Can you imagine what do you mean by the expression? Just you give a one thought from your mind. What is the expression? In the mathematics, you are using the word expression many times. Okay, what do you mean by the expressions? Actually, it is the combination or the arrangement of the identifiers, variables, constants and the operators arranged as per the syntax to evaluate a value. This is the definition of the expression with respect to C. With respect to mathematics, if you are saying means expression is nothing but it is the combination of all the operators which are available for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So just you think that if I have given y is equal to ax plus b minus c, like that if I have told means what I am saying, solve this expression. Okay, that is the example, that is the definition and the example with respect to mathematics. Then this is the definition of the expression with respect to C. Okay, because what happens in the C, we are learned what are the identifiers, variables, constants and all the operators also you studied. Okay, so combined of this, we are going to write a one equation that is called what? The expression. Let us hope all of you understood the definition of the expression. What do you mean by the expression? This is the combination or the arrangement of the identifiers, variables, constants and the operators arranged as per the syntax to evaluate a value. Okay, so here some depends on the syntax we are going to write that expressions and next we are going to evaluate that expression. That is very important in the C language. Okay, now let us move to the how many types of the expressions are there in the C language. There are the three types of the expressions are there in C language. In that, first one is called the arithmetic expression, second one is relational expression and the third one is logical expressions. Okay, depends on the availability of the operators that are divided into three types: arithmetic expressions, relational expressions and the logical expressions. Okay, you should study the operators in detail. Okay, please try to understand what are the operators and the types of the operators available in the C language. Okay, now let us move to the arithmetic expression, relational expression and the logical expression in detail. Okay, let us study in detail the arithmetic expression relational expression and the logical expression. First one is what your arithmetic expression. Okay, actually I already told you what are the mathematical expression. Okay, so this includes all the mathematical expressions. Other than that mathematical expression, it includes more than that also. Okay, that we are going to study here. Okay, what are the arithmetic expressions? Arithmetic expressions use arithmetic operators along with numeric or character operands. Okay, so we studied the arithmetic operators. Here I am not going to revise that one because you should read that video again if you want, or if you have not remembered what are the arithmetic operators. Because if I have explained here once again that arithmetic operators, okay, it will not, I am not getting the time to explain the next things. Okay, please try to understand this arithmetic operator. Those who are not able to understand, go and listen once again that operator's video. If you have any doubts, means you can put in the Telegram group about the arithmetic operators also. Okay, so let us move to the arithmetic expressions here. Okay, what are the arithmetic expressions? The expressions which contains the arithmetic operators, and along with what it contains the numeric or the character operands. Okay, that means it can use the numeric and the character operators in the expression. They are called the arithmetic expressions. You can simply say that the arithmetic expression is the combination of the arithmetic operator and the numeric or the character operands. Okay. And next what happens? The arithmetic operators is also of the three types. That is integer mode expression, real mode expression and mixed mode expression. Okay. We all know that in the arithmetic integer numbers are there, real numbers are there. Integer if we are using means they are only the integer expression. If we are using the real numbers, then they are called real expression. Both if we have combined and write the expressions means they are called the mixed mode expressions. Okay. And next, apart from this, C is consists of the mathematical functions. Okay, these mathematical functions are present in the header file called mat.h. Okay, till now we have used only the two header files. One is the stdio.h, another one is the conio.conio, that is called console input output header file. The two header files we are using. So another one header file is there. Another one means lot of header files are there. In that next you have studied are the mathematics math.h header file. When we are going to use this header file in our program? When we are performing the mathematical functions like trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tan, all are present in the math.h library. And similarly, if you want to find square root, power, okay, in this way we are having the different mathematical functions. They are all present in the mat.h. If you want to find the standard deviation is also there. Okay, that means ready-made one function is there that if you want to use in your program, then you have to include the mat.h. Okay. Let us revise what are the arithmetic expressions. The expressions using the arithmetic operators, numerics and characters, they are called the arithmetic expressions. There are the three types of the arithmetic expressions. If we are using only integer, then they are called the integer expressions. If we are using only the real, then they are called the real mode expression. Both if we are using in our expressions, then they are called the mixed mode expressions. Other than these three, another one important part is there in the arithmetic expressions, that is the mat.h standard library. If you want to use some mathematical, if you want to execute some mathematical functions like standard deviation, square root, power, sine, cos, tan, then you are going to include this header file that is called math.h. Now let us move some examples for the integer mode expression. Okay, what are the integers? So here I am writing 10 plus 3. That is equal to what? 13. This is the expression for the integer using arithmetic operators. Okay, we studied plus, minus, asterisk and the division and the modulo division. These are the whatever arithmetic operators. When if you are writing the expression using this arithmetic operator, and if you are using only the integer, then it is called a integer mode expression. Next, let us come for the real mode expression. What do you mean by real mode expression? Once again, the same thing. That is, instead of integers, if you have taken the real numbers and writing the expression with the arithmetic operators, then they are called the real mode operations. Mixed means here I am combining all the operators and the integer and the here use 7 modulo division 5. 7 and 5 are the integers, 10.0 is float, 10 by 4 once again it is integer. Finally, I am getting some answer. So that is called a mixed mode expressions. These are all what your examples for the arithmetic expressions. Okay, if you want, you can try other examples also. Now let us move to the important point, that is evaluation of arithmetic expressions. So for that you should know the two important things, that is called precedence and the associativity. What do you mean by precedence and the associativity? Precedence is nothing but in the arithmetic operators we are having the different operators, plus, minus, modulo division, and actually here you are increment and decrement operator also comes. They are called the unary minus and unary plus. Okay. So if in the expression, if it contains more than one operator, that means 3 plus 4 into 5, like that. That means more than one operator if you are having in a single expression, which operator is to be executed first. Okay, for that one rules is there, that is called a precedence of the operator. Okay, for example, I can say that you are studying from PUC first year, afterwards second year, next BSc first year, BSc second year, final year. Nobody comes from final year, second year like that. Okay, who has decided this? This is decided by the one committee is there, all that is there. That is a one formal is there. In Karnataka also we are studying the same thing. In Bangalore also we are studying the same thing. That means first year, second year and final year. There is no rules that we have to study from third year, second year and the first year. That means one rules is provided. In the precedence is nothing but the same, one rule. So you think that in your expression you are having plus, minus and the division, which you have to follow the first, which you have to execute the first. That is called the precedence of operator. So another one example I want to give. Usually we are using the Bottomless rule. Correct? Bottomless rule. Bracket division, BODMAS. Bottomless division, multiplication, addition and the subtraction. Okay, so if you have remembered in your high schools, I don't know what you are doing in the first year and the second year. As I remembered, we learned some bottomless rule in the high school level to evaluate the expressions. Okay, that is called what the precedence of the operator. Here also what happens, the one precedence level is there. So what happens always, if you are having the bracket, then you are going to execute this bracket first, afterwards unary plus and minus, next comes the precedence for the that is what multiplication, division and the modulo division, next comes the positive and the negative. Okay, then you may ask another question, that if this plus plus are the modulo division, if this comes twice in the expression, then how we are going to execute? For that also another one rule is there, that is called the associativity. If any one operator comes twice or thrice in your expression, you are going to execute left to right or right to left. That is called a associativity. Okay, here for each and every expression, the associativity is left to right, but one or two expression is there in the C language, they are having the associativity from right to left. That also you are going to learn in the next classes. Okay, I think there is a all of you understood the meaning of the precedence of the operator and the associativity of the operator. Okay, let us learn the definition. Precedence of operator is nothing but it is a specific order, nothing is there, but it is very important in almost all the languages. Precedence establishes the hierarchy of one set operators over the other. Hierarchy, that means one by one, which one you have to do first, which one second, which one third, like that. Associativity means order with consecutive operations. Okay, associate the consecutive, that means one of plus plus, if it is given plus 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 into, then how you are going to execute? That is nothing but what the associativity. So here the example, that is why I have not written the example in that PPT, because here I have given the example. So you see here, this is 3 into 4 plus 8 into 2 is the one expression. Which one you have to do? Actually here, if you want, you can write it as y is equal to or anything is equal to, because this should be expression. So here 3 into 4 plus 8 into 2 is our simple mathematical expression. Which one you are going to do first? 3 into 4 or 8 into 2 or 4 plus 2, sorry 4 plus 8, which you have to do first? So according to the precedence of this one, here plus and star is there, two operators are there, in that this has the highest precedence. That is why we are going to multiply first, that is 3 into 4 is equal to 12, and next is 8 into 12 is equal to 16. And next precedence is for the plus, 12 plus 6 you are adding, then you are going to get the 28. Okay, let us do the second example. Here you see what happens. So let us say in the example 2 also, I will take it as y. Always expression should be with the equal to. Actually here I have not written, but here I have started with the equal to. Okay, so here y is equal to 3 into 4 plus 8 into 2. So which one you are going to do first here? Just you think of yourself. Which one I have to do first? Okay, so here what I told, plus has the second precedence as compared to the asterisk kind or the multiplication. But whatever you are written in the bracket, it has the first precedence compared to other operators. So that is why whatever may be the operator present here, that is why I have took this example. Okay, 4 plus 8 first you have to do, because this bracket whatever you are written now, that is the first precedence, that is 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Afterwards I will write it as it is. Next one, you see, so this is the example for associativity. You see here 2 stars are there. Okay, so which one you have to do first, 12 into 2 or 3 into 12? Okay, that is called the associativity. What is the associativity of this asterisk sign? This is from left to right. From this to this you have to go. That is left to right. Correct? Okay. That is why what I am doing, 12 into 3 is equal to 36 into 2 as it is. Now there is only one operator. So 36 into 2 is equal to 72. So just you think of that, if I am doing 12 into 2, that is 24. 24 into 3, how much it is? 24 into 3, you are going to get the difference answer for this one. Okay, that is 12 and the 72. Correct? 4 into 3 is 12. 1, 6 plus 7, 72 is the answer. But here you are getting the answer is same. But if the numbers are one time, what happens? It is not going to give the correct answer. Here the answer is going to give the correct. No problem. Here also 72 getting here, because this is a very one small program. Small expression is there. But you should follow the rules. Why we have to follow these rules means, our compiler is going to follow this precedence and the associativity. After that only it is going to give the answers. Okay, we have to follow the rules. Let us hope all of you understood the precedence and associativity. Next is the relational expression is there. That means if we are using the expressions using the relational operator, then they are called the relational expressions. These are, sorry, we are using the relational operator. These are the relational operators. Okay, I have already explained all these relational operators. So once again the same thing, if you are using the, so here you think that q is equal to 7, m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 3. That is a declaration. And afterwards if you are writing this type of the expression, then they are called whatever relational expression. Okay, these are also called the conditional expressions also. Okay. Once again, these are whatever logical expressions. Okay, what are the logical expressions? If we are using the, if we are writing the expressions using these logical operators, then they are called the logical expressions. But remember that logical expressions gives the result in true or false. Okay, always the answer for the logical expression is true or false. Okay, here the example is there, n1 and n2, the values fn1 and fn2. That means n1, what I have, why I have taken means it is an integer value, n1 is equal to 5 and n2 is equal to 3. fn1 means float values. Okay, let us write the expression, logical expression. n1 is greater than n2, and you should know what is the meaning of this and. This is logical and. Then only you are able to understand this one. Okay, this I have explained already. Then fn1 is less than fn2. This is your one logical expression. Let us put the values of n1 and n2. That is 5 is greater than 3, logical and 3.5 is less than 4.2. So first it is going to evaluate this. Is 5 is greater than 3? Is the condition is true? Yes, condition is true. You are going to get the one answer. And next, is this condition is true? Yes, this condition is also true. It is going to give you the one answer. And is nothing but what? If both the expressions, both these are true, then your answer is true. If any one is 0, then your answer is 0. Okay, so presently what happens? Both are the true. So then that is why it is going to give the answer as true. In this way, we are going to use the logical expressions. Okay. And next is the type conversions. Dear students, just you understand first that arithmetic operation, that all the operators. In the next class, I am going to explain this type conversions. So please, my intention is read this in today's class. Tomorrow I am going to explain about this type conversion. So please, you should be perfect with the data types. Otherwise, it is somewhat difficult to understand this type conversions. Okay, we will do tomorrow some programs also using this type conversions, and I am going to explain the type conversions in the class. Please try to read this one. Okay. If you are reading, then it is very easy to understand in the next class. And what is this? This is the my concern about my students. Okay, please try to understand the concept. It is very important. You should able to write the C program after completing this course. Okay, meet in the next video.